Welcome back. Remember in Python that string is written as str, and this is a special word. Actually, it's a built-in, what we call function, or built-in action that we can take. Now, let me ask you this. What happens if I do string 100? 100 is clearly a number, an integer. But what if we run the string function on this? Let's find out. Let's do print here and then run this. If I click run, I get 100. All right, but is this an int or a string? To find that out, once again, let's wrap this, so the answer of whatever this value is, into type. Like so. I know this is a lot of brackets, but remember, we're evaluating this piece of code. So we're turning 100 into a string, or running the string action, and then we're going to check the type of this entire thing, and then we're going to print it out. If I click run, I see that it's a string type. So we've converted 100 into string using this. Now, just to confuse you a little bit more, what if we do something like int? Like this. All right, even more brackets. What happens now? Can you guess? Well, we convert 100 into a string, then convert it back into an integer, and then we check the type of it, which is a class int, and then we print that. So remember, this was the same as me saying a equals str 100, and then b is going to equal int of a, because we're evaluating this part, and then I'm saying c is going to equal the type of whatever b is, and then finally we're printing c. So that piece of code was the same as doing this. Very, very cool. Now, this is the idea of type conversion. Again, if I were to write that down, it's called type conversion. We're converting the type of our data types. And you can do that throughout programming. And we'll talk a lot about this throughout the course. But it's the main reason we have things like str, int, we have things like float, and many other data types that we're going to talk about. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Welcome back. Let's talk about something called escape sequence in Python. Let's comment this out. And let me ask you a question. What if we wanted to have a string that tells me, let's say, the weather? And here we want to write, it's sunny. You see how the highlighting changed here? Because I want to say it's with an apostrophe s. But Python is reading this and saying, okay, this is the start of the string and this is the end of the string. And then I have no idea what this is, and then we're starting a string again. How can we fix this? Well, we can add a double quote string instead, and this now works. But what if for some reason we also wanted to add it's kind of sunny in quotation marks? Well, now we have another issue. So how can we solve this? Because in human language, we have double quotes and apostrophes. Well, we can use escape sequences here. And this is a little hard to understand at first, but it's simply adding a slash like this. So the one right above your enter on the keyboard. So this slash, when Python goes through it, is going to say, all right, whatever comes after this, I recognize this symbol. Whatever comes after this, I'm going to assume it's a string. So now if I do backslash here, and then backslash here, it's going to say, hey, Python, I'm letting you know whatever comes after this is a string. I'm letting you know whatever comes after this is a string. And then I'm letting you know what comes after this is a string. So that when we print the weather, everything is printed nicely. Awesome. Now, this escape sequence can be used in multiple ways. For example, if I want to have an actual backslash, well, I can go like this. And because it's saying whatever comes after this is a string, it's going to assume that this is a string now. So if I run this, you see that we get this backslash. And there's a few other neat tricks that you can do with it. For example, one of it is the backslash T. What does that mean? Well, let's remove this for now. There you go. The backslash T, remember, well, let's add a space in here so we can distinguish it, is going to say, hey, whatever comes after this, I want you to add a tab. This is a special meaning here. So if I click on run, you see that it's added a tab spacing to my string. Another one is using n, or a new line. So let's leave T here and then add a backslash n and then say, hope you have a good day. What do you think will happen here? If I click run, I have a tab from the backslash T, and then I have a new line after kind of sunny because I do the backslash n, which denotes a new line, so that this shows up on a new line. Now, these escape sequences are hard to see at first, but they're pretty much available in all programming languages that use strings. So if you come from another language, this shouldn't be that strange to you. If it's your first time seeing this, you just need to get used to this syntax, and every once in a while, go to the Python documentation and just type in escape sequences, and you'll see all the ones that we have. These are the main ones that you need to know. All right, more to learn in the next video.